Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week Forex weekly analysis, I'll be sharing my exact trade plan for the week for Euro USD, the Pounds USD, Australia USD, USD JPY, US30, BTC, and gold. I will break down the trend of the market and the key level that will drive the next big move. So let's dive straight to the chart. Let's start our analysis with the pounds USD. Let's look at the trend of the market, where we expect the market to go this week. This week, we still have price still creating series of lower high for the major structure of the pounds USD. We can see we have this higher high, then a lower high, then lower high. So this series of lower highs still indicate bearish trend for the pounds USD. But we have an inner structure for the pounds USD, which is we have this lower low and this higher low. So what we expect from the pounds USD this week, for the trend to truly move to our direction, we need price to break below this level, then do a retest for us to start looking for our selling opportunity for the pounds USD. So long we have this level as our support level, we can't take sell position from that particular support level. We need price to go back to a resistance level for us to sell. Then the safe area for us to sell on the pounds USD still remain this particular support level. If we can see price break below this support level, wait for a test, then start looking for the selling opportunity, because the major structure of the market for the pounds USD still remain on a downtrend. Then a break of this inner structure will trigger the big move for selling opportunity for the pounds USD. So long we have this downtrend structure, so we have to be patient and wait for price to give us that exact trade plan we are waiting for. So let's look at the next pair. Which is the Euro USD. So Euro USD on my daily time frame see have a downtrend structure. We can see we have price creating higher high, then a series of lower high, and a lower high. So long we have this series of lower high for the major structure, this indicates a strong bearish trend for the Euro USD. Then we can see we have an inner structure also on the Euro USD, which is we now have this inner structure, which is we now have higher this lower low and higher low. So price created on a level of higher low at this area. So we need a break of price below this level, this higher low level, then wait for a test, then we'll start looking for the selling opportunity for the Euro USD. Because the current trend on Euro USD still have an inner structure for bullish trend. So once we see price break at this significant level, this will trigger the next big move for the Euro USD. So we can't just jump in now. We expect price to trigger that low, which is this low. We expect price to trigger this low. Then we'll start looking for a retest. Then we'll start looking for the selling opportunity for Euro, because this particular low is an higher low level. So once you see price break out of this low, start looking for your selling opportunity, because we can't sell from a inner structure bullish trend. So we have to wait for price to break out this low, then wait to retest, so start looking for the possible selling opportunity. Then you can see from the daily time frame now, we now have a double top information here on Euro USD. This double top information on Euro USD also signify a price reversal for Euro USD to the downside. So expect the Euro USD to drop this week. So let's look at our next pair. Are you a trader still finding it difficult to have your edge in this financial market? We teach struggling trader to become profitable. We teach you how to read the chart, how to manage your risk, how to manage your trade, and create a risk plan for yourself to become profitable. You can book for my one-on-one mentorship. The link is in description below, or you can get access to my video courses. The link is in description. We also have a Telegram group where we drop free signals weekly. So the link also in description below. So get access to join the Telegram group. So let's continue with the Forex analysis. Let's look at our next pair, which is the dollar index. The dollar index on my daily time frame still have a major structure for bullish trend. We can see we have price creating this lower low, then we have a series of higher low, then higher low. So long we have this series of higher low, this is an indication for strong bullish trend for the dollar index for the major structure. Then we now have an inner structure for the dollar index. We have this higher high, then a lower high, then a lower high. This is an inner structure which indicates we need a price to break above the inner structure for us to wait for retest, then we'll start looking for the buying opportunity on the dollar index. But with this current chart pattern on dollar index this week, which is a double bottom, we have this double bottom chart pattern, which is this double bottom. So long we have the double bottom chart pattern on the dollar index this week, expect price to push higher to this next resistance level, and a break of this resistance level might trigger more buy for the dollar index. So the dollar index this week still showing a sign of strong bullish trend this week. So price is showing that sign of strong bullish trend this week. And you can see from this week, we have price rejected from this current support level. We have price rejected from this support level. So long we have price rejected from this support level, it's a strong support level. You can see the first time price tested this support level, price reversed to the top. This is the second time price testing this support level again. So expect price to push higher from this particular support level. So expect a bullish dollar this week. So we expect more of the strong dollar this week. So let's look at the next pair, which is the Australia USD. Australia USD on my daily time frame, we can see we still have a strong bullish trend, bearish trend for the Australia USD, which is we now have this higher high, then a lower high and a lower high. So this is a sign of a bearish trend for the Australia USD. So long we have this sign of a bearish trend of the Australia USD, our aim is to look at more of this bearish movement for the Australia USD. Then we now have an inner structure for Australia USD, which is we have this lower low and higher low, then higher low. All we need from this Australia USD for us to join the major structure for sell, we need price to break below this higher low, then wait for retest for us to start looking for the strong selling opportunity for the Australia USD. Because the current market condition now is still telling us to what to sell. But we can't just jump in because we have price telling us to what to sell. We also need the inner structure to align with the major structure for us to join the selling for the Australia USD. So let's look at the next pair. Let's look at our next pair, which is the USD JPY. The USD JPY on my daily time frame still have this bullish structure. You can see we have this lower low, higher low, then higher low, then higher low. So this series of higher low indicates a bullish trend for the USD JPY. So long we have this series of higher low, which indicate the bullish trend, we can't look for anything more than buying opportunity on the USD JPY. So let's look at the level that will trigger the big move for USD JPY this week. We have price on USD JPY close on this support level, which is price, this candlestick close on this support zone. And this particular support zone is a strong zone that will trigger a big move. So this week we have to look out for a strong buying opportunity from the USD JPY. So long we have price closing on this support level, and this particular support level is one of my best level I traded. This level will always trigger strong big move. So your aim this week is to look at your areas for you to look at from the lower time frame to look at for strong signals that will trigger your big move by this week. So we expect a strong bullish movement this week for the USD JPY. So let's look at the next pair, which is the Australia USD, which is the gold USD. The gold USD on my daily time frame still remain on a bearish trend. We can see we have this bearish structure, which is we have price creating lower high, then a lower high, then a lower high. So this series of lower high indicate a bearish trend. So long we have this bearish trend on the gold USD, our aim this week is to look at for more of the selling opportunity on the gold USD. So expect price to keep pushing lower for gold USD this week, except we see price break out of this. Once we see price break out of this level, we will start looking for possible buying opportunity for the gold USD. But so long price still remain below this our trend line, we'll start looking for, we have to remain looking for the selling opportunity on the gold USD. We can see now we have price break above this high last week. Then price created this new high and we now have a lower high already. So we need price to break below this level. Then we'll start looking for possible selling opportunity for gold USD. So our aim this week, we need price to take out this level, which will trigger the next big sell of price to this next support level. So we expect bearish trend for the gold USD this week. So long we have this structure, our aim this week, we have to still look for more of this selling opportunity on the gold USD, because you can't trade against the trend of the market. Once the trend of the market is saying towards to sell, your aim is to join the trend and look at a possible area where we can start looking for a possible selling opportunity for the gold USD. So let's look at the next pair, which is the US30. If you watched my analysis last week, I said I expect price to hit this particular support level for us to start looking for possible buy for the US30. You can see that price is really buying from that particular level now on the US30. So what are we expecting this week? Let's look at the trend of the market first this week. You can see from the trend of the market, we can see we have this higher low, then higher low, then higher low, and higher low. So this series of higher low indicate what? More bullish move for the US30. So long we have this series of higher low, the aim we have this week is to look at more of the buying opportunity from the US30. We can't trade against the trend of the market. So long we have this strong bullish move for US30, the next thing we have to do, we have to look at the key level that will drive the next buying opportunity for US30. We can see that this particular key level have already triggered the move already. So we have to join the buying opportunity for more buy for US30 to the top. So our aim this week is to look at more of the buying opportunity for the US30. So let's look at our next pair. Let's look at our next pair, which is the BTC USD. BTC USD is currently changing trend towards to bullish trend. Previously, we have price on a downtrend. Now, the price is about to change to the bullish trend, but price still not confirmed yet for the bullish move. So let's look at the structure, what the structure of the market is saying on the BTC USD. So the BTC USD will now have a new lower low, then we have higher low. We need price to break above this level, which is this higher high, then wait for retest, then start looking for possible buying opportunity for the BTC USD. So with this current area we have BTC on, we can't buy now. We need to be patient and wait for that bearish trend, for that confirmation of the bullish trend for us to join the bullish buying opportunity for the BTC USD. So for BTC USD, we have to stay neutral this week until we get that bullish trend confirmation before we can start joining the BTC buy this week. So let's look at our next pair. Let's look at the next pair, which is the New Zealand USD. You watched my analysis last week. I said I expect the New Zealand USD to move to this resistance level, which is a previous support level. You can see that price really moved to where this resistance level. So what are we expecting this week? Let's look at the trend of the market this week first. On the New Zealand USD, we can see we have price creating this lower low, then higher low. So this is an inner structural movement for the New Zealand USD. For us to start looking for the selling opportunity on New Zealand USD, we need price to break below this level, which is this higher low, then wait for a test for to start to look at for that strong sell for the New Zealand USD, because this inner structure for the inner structural bullish series of higher low it's like a counter trend for the major structure, because if you look at the major structure for the New Zealand USD, we see have this higher high and a lower high. We need price to break out this high for our price to turn bullish, but we need price to break below this level for price to turn what? Bearish. So this week we have to look at for more of the selling opportunity on the New Zealand USD if we have a bearish trend for the New Zealand USD for us to join the sets. If there's no bearish trend on New Zealand USD, please don't join the trend. So expect price to reverse back to this area. Once we have the confirmation of the bearish trend, then we'll start looking for the selling opportunity for the New Zealand USD. You can join my Telegram group. Once you have the confirmation, I will drop the signals in the Telegram group. To join the Telegram group, the link is in the description below. So let's look at the next pair, which is the USD card. The USD card on my daily time frame still remain bullish. You can see we have series of higher lows. So this series of higher lows still indicate bullish trend for the USD card. So expect more of the bullish trend this week for the USD card. You can also see that price is currently reacting to a key level on USD card on the daily time frame, which is this my support level. This is my support zone I draw last week. I see price have tested it the first time, second time, and price still find it difficult to break that support level. This indicates a strong level. This indicates what? Strong level. This might trigger the next buying opportunity to this resistance level, and a break of this resistance level might trigger our buying to the top for the USD card, because this week we are still expecting more buying opportunity for the USD card. So expect price to break above this high, then wait for a test or start looking for the buying opportunity for the USD card. Let's look at the next pair, which is our last pair. USD CHF look very juicy this week. So let's break down the trend of the market and the level that will trigger the next big move. So we can see we have this series of higher low, then higher low, then higher low. So this series of higher low indicates a bullish move for the USD CHF. They will not have this inner structure of lower low, which is higher high and a lower high and a lower high. So we now have a new trend, a change of trend, which is we now have a new lower low and a higher low. Seeing these two information has triggered a bullish move already for the New Zealand USD. So our aim this week is to look at more of the buying opportunity for the New Zealand USD. And you can see that price has been reacting to this support level, which is this support zone I draw on my chart. Price still find it difficult to break that support level for weeks now. So you can see that price react to that level and price fail to break it, and price creates another level of higher low, which signals a bullish move coming up for the New Zealand, for the USD CHF. So we're expecting buying opportunity from the USD CHF to this next resistance level, and a break of this resistance level will trigger the next buying opportunity to this resistance level. So look out for your buying opportunity on the USD CHF this week. If you find this analysis helpful, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. You can also watch my previous weekly forex analysis last week, where I break down the move that happened last week. Watch it for educational purpose. At the top, you can see the video is at the top. Watch it to increase your reading chart analysis. So see you in my next video.